we have seen just an incredible mobilization of business in data and IT in the industry. It's really...
The principal motivation is that we all want to live in a world that is safe and secure. And I think the enterprise software industry has a lot of tools and capabilities to help, and they want to be helpful.
We're looking at how physical distancing interventions, which have been, in an unprecedented way rolled out around the world, how that's impacting human behavior, mobility patterns, and trying to use what we know to establish best practices for how this data is aggregated and shared with policymakers and decision makers.
So what we then do in Norway, we are working together with the health authorities, and we are giving them mobility data, meaning the mobility of people when they move. And we are doing that on a 6-hour basis. So it's a very updated movement of people. There is no personal data here. Every human it's basically just a point. But we see how those points are moving around. And the authorities, they are using this to predict the spread of the disease, but they're also using it to calculate the capacity, the need they have for hospital beds, and they also need they have for incentives care facilities.
So just releasing individual level data or even anonymized data could be dangerous in the wrong context. And again, this speaks to the importance of having expertise and an understanding of public health and health systems. I think for many people, this is the first time that they've really become aware of the extent to which their data is trackable.
My hope is that perhaps one of the outcomes of this is that it increases the momentum towards coming up with a global consensus on rules for data that protect consumers' rights and are as widespread around the world as we can achieve.
That really opens up an opportunity to move the conversation forward in a way that involves people with their own data that they're generating and makes them aware of what it can be used for. I think this issue of trust is key.
So I would urge the policymakers or the government representatives on this call to seriously starting to invest into this because this can also serve other purposes.